If you're looking to buy or sell a house in Southwest Florida, you're probably wondering, when is this real estate bubble going to pop, or at least deflate? Stay tuned, because I'm going to cover three key factors that led to the bubble, and the main reason why the bubble is going to deflate and affect all the three key factors that actually led to the bubble creating in the first place. How you doing today? John Ferguson here. I'm a real estate agent with HomeSmart. You can follow me at Instagram, username Newhouse Ninja, or Facebook, Newhouse Ninja. So out of the three key factors, the very first one I want to cover is migration. If you live in Florida, you probably realize most of the people you meet are either from the Midwest or the Northeast. Lots of inbound migration. And this is supported by, even more so, year over year increases. Who had the largest amount of people coming into their areas? Florida had four of their top 10 four out of the entire country, right? They had four of the top 10 metro areas. And guess what? Three out of those four metro areas were actually located in Southwest Florida. And we have seen some massive price increases. The second reason, I believe, and key factor for the creation of the bubble, is Florida has a higher percentage of investors coming into the market. So the average in the country is 18% of real estate transactions are purchases by investors. Here in Florida, it's actually 24%. So it's very high. And the third key factor that I think led to the bubble was the foreclosure moratorium. This is ended now, right? But it did prevent, at the end of the day, homes that should have come to market that were left on the side with people that couldn't afford them and probably should have went to live with other families, or whatever the case might be. They stayed on the market, but now they're starting to come back. So right now we've seen a 139% increase in foreclosures from 1 year ago. And this is not at historic levels yet, like 2008, but could we? That's really the question. And the reason I say that is because today is a new day. I mean, you can see the buying purchasing power is dramatically declining for two factors. It's not only that mortgage rates have went up, it's that the prices have went up so high. We basically priced a lot of people out of the market. And I think that's why we're going to have the deflation of the bubble, because the reason is it's affordability or lack thereof that I think in this summer, the lack of affordability is going to wind up leading to increased inventory, which will lead to more price decreases and an overall price decrease in this area. The first two reasons for the market to go up, remember, was migration and institutional investors. And it was predicated on the fact that it was affordable. People can migrate to an area if the housing market's great in the Northeast or Chicago, and you can sell your house and you can buy into Florida at that time, which was affordable, right? Why not? You can wind up moving down. But now that the markets are starting to slow down across the country, it's going to be harder to relocate. It's going to be harder to migrate in. And how many of the people that actually were buying properties as second homes, maybe they never even moved out of their first house. But again, affordability is going to take a hit, because it's not only rising interest rates that we're hit with, but we're also hit with higher taxes, higher insurance rates now, as well as inflation. Inflation's, off the charts. That's all they're talking about on the news. You start putting all this together, what happens? Affordability down, going down, down, down. So let's take a look at that. What am I talking about? Can I measure, affordability in the housing market? Yeah, you can. All right. So we got it right here. There's basically two specific measures that I'm looking at to gauge affordability. The first one's from CoreLogic. Okay. That's the chart we see right here. You can see, according to CoreLogic, Florida year over year has the highest increase in affordability, or lack thereof. Again, year over year change in the home price index. It's risen by 31.4%. The second indicator I look at On May 13th, the National Alliance of Home Builders reported that the Housing Opportunity Index, which is their measure for affordability, has reached the lowest level since 2012. And that's the first year that they started calculating these statistics. So remember, I mean, this summer, I really feel we're going to wind up seeing inventory increase, pricing decreasing, and overall prices of the listings actually starting out at maybe a little more competitive because now people have more of a selection. It's all tied to inventory. More inventory, we can see some price decreases. People have more selection. But again, it's affordability. I mean, we had affordability in the past. It was based on a better job market. We had handouts from the government. We had low mortgage rates. People were able to buy their first house or maybe their second house, depending on where they were in life. But affordability is under attack in a big way. I mean, we have rising interest rates, we have inflation, and it's just going to crush a lot of people. And we're going to have, unfortunately, we're going to see it. I really think this summer is going to be the start. So hit that like button, subscribe, and last but not least, go Bucks.